is Janet. Thanks for joining me today. I would like to spend a few minutes with you talking about the results of a recent experiment I conducted from Pam Grout's book, E Squared, 9 Do-It-Yourself Energy Experiments That Prove Your Thoughts Create Your Reality. So I've done all the experiments leading up to number 8, and this one is called the 101 Dalmatians principle. The idea behind this experiment is that we're going to use thoughts only to send a message to someone far away. And I love this because it's called telepathy, and I've tried to learn more about telepathy. I think it's fascinating because I really do think, there's all those times when you might be thinking of someone and then the next thing you know the phone rings, you pick it up and it's that person. Or the next thing you know you get an email from that person. So we're always conducting and receiving messages in our thoughts, and this experiment's going to prove that. So the first thing, there's 4 steps to conducting the experiment. The first thing you need to do is choose a target. So I like to, I didn't want to put all my eggs in one basket, so I actually chose 3 different targets, so kind of conducting 3 simultaneous experiments to see what happens. The first one was a work colleague that I am in contact with, but not every day, and this person was going to be traveling, so I thought, well, that'll be a good time to try to see if I can get a message back. The second one was a college friend that I actually only stay in touch with maybe once a year or so. We have very rare contact, and I thought that would be a good test. And then the last one was an author who wrote the book called, this is Laura Day, and she wrote this book, How to Rule the World from Your Couch. And in this book, she actually has a whole complete chapter on how to do telepathy. The experiment doesn't really go in that much detail on how to do it, but she actually does. And she had sent me a plate for the book that was signed, so I thought, well, we have a little bit of connection, even though I've never met her in person. So I had those 3 targets selected. Then the next thing on how to do the experiment with is pretty simple. You have to place the target in your mind's eye. So what that means is, for me, I just kind of closed my eyes and envisioned this is what I did. I envisioned a white room, basically like I was going to sit at this table, and then that the other person I was trying to contact would be sitting opposite from me. I also asked for protection from angels, just keep anything else out of this this holy space, and I want to be able to send the message and have a conversation, actually. So that's what I did, and I asked them to contact me back, either through a Facebook message, to send me a text or email or anything. I just wanted I actually talked, and then I said, just let me know that you heard from me by contacting me back. So those were the 4 steps. Chose a target, gave a response I'd like to hear, put the target in my mind's eye, and then I just kind of sat with the target and had the conversation. So simple enough. The experiment lasted for 48 hours, and so within that 48-hour time period, I was supposed to hear back. So what were my results? Well, for the work colleague, I actually had a good time of being with this person and trying to have a conversation, in my head. And I was thinking, well, I wouldn't probably hear from this person. Got to the end of the 48 hours, never heard back. So that one didn't work. The college friend that I am in touch with only once a year, I had posted a photo on my Facebook page of my daughter, and as the deadline was coming near, I hadn't heard anything from him. Then literally within 30 minutes before the 48 hours would run out, he liked her photo, which, I might have 500 friends on Facebook and maybe 30 people like the photo, so the fact that I got a like from this person right before the deadline was, to me, that was proof it worked. And then the last one, Laura Day, it was, again, closing in on the deadline within about 15 minutes to go, and I got an email from her. Now, granted, it wasn't an email directly to me, but it was an email to the people who follow her, and she was talking about some type of training thing she was going to do in Chicago, and so I just replied back and said, thanks, you made my experiment work, and she wrote me back, and we had a little dialogue, so I thought that was pretty cool too. And then as a PS on the colleague that I did not hear back from, I did send a text to that person and said, hey, I was doing this experiment and I was just wondering if I maybe crossed your mind while you were out of town, and the response back was yes, you did cross my mind. Talked about you with a couple of other people, that you weren't at this meeting, and so even though it wasn't technically a win, it was pretty good showing. So I'd say I got 2 out of 3, almost 3 out of 3 as a positive result on this experiment. So I hope you'll get her book and try to give some of these experiments a try. I'm going to have one more left, number 9. I don't even know what it's about yet. I haven't read that far, but I will be posting again soon. Also, go to my blog, intheflowafter50.com, and I'll have a full write-up about this experiment. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.